Hi everyone, it's Delilah from Love Disney Dolls, and today is Force Friday. Everybody's getting in gear for the new Star Wars movie that's coming out this December. And I figured to celebrate, we are going to take a look at these two different dolls of Rey from The Force Awakens. The first one is from the Elite series of premium action figures from the Disney Store. And the second one is the more recent Forces of Destiny Rey doll made by Hasbro. Okay, so we're going to start with the premium action figure from the Disney Store. This figure has been out for a while. You've probably seen it before if you are a person who frequents the Disney Store as much as I do. As you can see, this Elite series of premium action figures is in nice packaging. It's presented very nicely. You can see that the figures come with accessories. Rey comes with an extra pair of hands. She has clothes that are actually made of fabric. She has rooted hair. And they look very appealing in the box. On the back here, there's a description and these photos here. I just feel like it makes it look very like a collector doll, not a toy, obviously. Now, if you take a look, the retail price for these figures was originally $34.95. which is a little pricey. But let's take her out of the package and see how she looks. As far as I know, this series of figures, I guess, didn't really sell well at the Disney Store because a lot of them were on sale for quite a while, and their prices were reduced pretty dramatically for the Disney Store. So it seems like this series didn't sell as well as Disney had hoped it would. So I got this figure on sale actually for I think $15. I just hurt myself while I was opening this thing, so now I have an ugly band-aid on my finger and I'm sorry. Okay, so far I've noticed it is pretty easy for Rey to stand on her own, which is a nice plus. She has nice cloth clothing that's pretty accurate to her movie outfit. And she has some really nicely molded accessories like this backpack, her staff, and of course, probably my favorite thing in this entire package was her blue lightsaber. She also comes with this blaster and another pair of hands. Okay, so now let's take a really close look at the figure herself. I'm going to start with her face because I can't help but feel like that's always the most important thing. Here she is close up. Her likeness is reminiscent of the character and the actress Daisy Ridley who plays her. However, I don't feel like it really looks like her. She looks a little tougher, more masculine. Disney Store live action dolls have actually been looking more masculine lately. Let's take a look at her hair. Her hair is done really nicely. It's very movie accurate. She's got the three little buns. See sort of a 360-degree view. She has the little tendrils of hair on either side of her head. Her hair looks pretty good to me, in my opinion. Aside from that, just take a look for a minute at her body structure. Her face is a little bit masculine looking, but what's more masculine looking, I think, is this upper body area. She has what I feel like is kind of a thick neck. It has a very, very movable joint here. She's extremely articulated, which is what they were going for here. She has, I think it said 31 points of articulation. So she can move her head around really well. This is very kind of like a smooth motion. But to me, it again, it looks sort of manly. I don't know. And she has pretty wide shoulders and thick arms. Her clothes are very movie accurate. She's got this tunic and she has the little pieces of fabric that hang off of it, the sleeves on her arms. This is a leathery sort of material, this cuff that she has on her arm. Her belt and pouch are made of plastic, but they do look really good. And then the pants and shoes. The shoes are not removable. They are just, that's part of her feet. But look how articulated her feet are. She can move the toe area of her foot. The ankle area is movable here. And then of course her knee. Her knees bend quite a bit. She can move, she has like a torso joint here, so she can move this way. Of course, she can bend at the waist. I already showed you how her legs and knees move. She's got her shoulder joint that can swivel all around. And then you can see here that you can twist this part of the arm in either direction. The elbows are of course articulated and you can kind of swivel those around too. And then her wrists are also articulated. So here's the staff in her hands. This hand is kind of in a more gripping position, so that works perfectly. So what she comes with is she's got, this hand is kind of in a more gripping position. This one is sort of more loosely relaxed. Okay, so you could change that one. And for the other hand, this one's a little bit more open. The one that comes with it here is a little more closed. So this one can probably hold the lightsaber better. Okay, struggled a little bit to put that other hand back on, but I just sort of twisted it into place and now it's pretty sturdy. And now I think she should be able to hold the lightsaber a lot better. Let's see. As you can probably see, she's very photogenic, extremely posable. She just looks really good and feels high quality, and all of the accessories are really nice. So now I'm gonna bring in Forces of Destiny Rey. There's a very different target audience here, a very different style, so let's take a look at this one. Okay, so to start with a look at the packaging, obviously it's pretty different than the box for the Elite Series Rey figure. It doesn't look particularly girly. There's no pink or flowers or any girly, stereotypically girly patterns or anything like that. There is this cute artwork down here of Rey and BB-8, and I really like the artwork personally. I think it's very appealing. I think this packaging catches the eye. On the back we have the full artwork of Rey and BB-8 with what looks like Jakku behind them. And you can also see little previews of some of the other characters featured in this series. So let's open her up and take a look. Here is Forces of Destiny Rey out of the package. You can tell this one is wearing a different outfit than the first Rey figure that we looked at. This is Rey's outfit from the end of the movie. I actually like this outfit the best. And I can't help it. I like this doll way better just because you can tell right off the bat the proportions are totally different. This is a pretty figure. Okay, she still might be kind of an action figure and not technically a doll, but she's pretty. Something that does kind of help contribute to this idea that she's an action figure and not a doll is that Rey has an action feature where if you twist her torso, so if you see this line right here, that's where she twists. So if you twist her, her arm moves down so that she can sort of swing her lightsaber. thicker face. You can tell it's a lot less realistic. It still doesn't really look like Daisy Ridley. You know, it doesn't look exactly like the character Rey, but really different from this figure. You can tell here. There's a huge difference in the way that the faces are proportioned. Both of them have really accurate hair. They both have the 3 little buns, the back of their head, and the little tendrils on each side. Oh, still can move her head from side to side. Let's see, can you move up and down? Not really. Not too much. So not as flexible of a neck, obviously. Okay, so her vest here and her sleeves are made of cloth with printed on details. But the tunic underneath is made of a flexible plastic. She has a belt, also made of plastic, and there's a blaster in this little holster here. Her pants are molded on. They are not made of cloth. She has little knee pads here. Although they aren't made of cloth, they are molded to look pretty realistic. And let's see how her knees bend. This is how her knee joints bend. She bends well at the waist, so even though this is made of plastic, it's flexible enough that she can sit down, you know, pretty comfortably. And here are her shoes. They are little brown boots, again with the detail molded on. Let's see, I think they are removable. Here we go. They are actually removable. Her feet and ankles are not articulated. In terms of her arms, because of this action feature, this arm does not move normally or smoothly. So you heard that little snapping before. Bring it all the way down, it can snap. It can move outwards and inwards. Her elbow also bends. And her wrist is also articulated. This Rey can also stand up on her own two feet without the use of a stand. She does not come with a stand, but as you can see, she can stand up pretty easily. And she comes with BB-8. It's got detail molded onto him and painted on. He's a little bit flat at the bottom so that he can stand up too. And he won't roll away. He could roll away, but he can stand up. And his head swivels. You can see that side by side, the two dolls are not only different proportionally, but the Forces of Destiny doll or figure is actually taller than the Elite Series figure. She has a much bigger head, obviously, and like I mentioned before, her body proportions are very different. They're more cartoony. I would say that the pros of the Elite Series figure include her posability. She's got a lot of articulation. She's realistic looking. And almost all of her clothing is made of actual fabric, only the shoes are molded on. The things I like about the Forces of Destiny doll, I think she's pretty, stylized. I like the cartoony look and that design. I don't like the molded on clothing. I wish it was made of fabric. However, I think it still looks really good. To me, it just feels like a really lovely toy. It's not as much of a collector's piece as the Elite Series figure. It's more something that you play with. And I think there's something kind of magical about that, in that I feel like it will inspire girls and boys to use their imaginations to act out scenes from the movies, to make up their own stories. This figure has that kind of a vibe to it. In terms of accessories, the Elite Series Rey figure does come with more of them. Both of these dolls or figures are meant for different audiences, and they have sort of a different purpose or a different function. But I think that they're both really nice, and even though they don't kind of go together in a sense that they don't look like they belong together, they're two different representations of the same character, and I think that both of them would look good on a shelf as, you know, two different incarnations of the same character. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have you collected any of the Forces of Destiny figures, or have you collected any of the Elite Series Premium action figures from the Disney Store? Which ones do you like better? What kind of dolls or figures are you hoping will come out next? I'd love to hear from you, so please leave a comment down below. Of course, you can subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more videos like this. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!